Happy cats are actually kind of neurotic. And if your cat is a little weird, a little dramatic, a little unpredictable, that might actually mean they're happier than the calm ones. Most people think a happy cat is a quiet cat. One that sleeps all day, never knocks things off shelves, never sprints across the house at 3 a.m. for no reason. But here is what behavioral research has actually found. The cats who are most secure, most bonded, most genuinely content, they're often the most neurotic. And once you understand why, you are going to look at your cat's chaos completely differently. Today, 5 ways happy cats act a little unhinged. And the last one is the strangest proof that your cat loves you. Subscribe for a second, because your cat isn't broken. They're just happy. 1. They sprint for no reason. You know the zoomies? 1 second your cat is sleeping, the next, they're launching off the couch, bouncing off the walls, and sliding across the kitchen floor, like they're being chased by a ghost. Most owners think something is wrong. Did a bug bite them? Are they stressed? Should I call the vet? That sprint is called a frenetic random activity period. And in happy cats, it is a sign of a healthy nervous system. Here is what is actually happening. Your cat has been storing energy all day. They've been good. They've been patient. And now, in a safe environment with a human they trust, they're releasing it all at once. Cats in stressful homes don't get the zoomies. Cats who are afraid, shut down, or chronically anxious, they hide, they freeze. They don't run laps around your living room at midnight. That wild, chaotic sprint is your cat's body saying, I feel safe enough to be ridiculous. I feel loved enough to be loud. So next time your cat acts like they've been possessed, don't shush them, smile. That is happiness leaving their body at 30 miles per hour. 2. They knock things off shelves while looking at you. This one drives owners crazy. Your cat sits on the dresser. They look at the water glass. They look at you. Then slowly, deliberately, they push it off, and they don't even flinch when it shatters. Why would a happy cat do something so annoying? Because they want your attention. Not your anger. Your attention. Animal behaviorists have observed that cats learn very quickly what gets a reaction from their human. And here is the key. A happy cat is not afraid of your reaction. A fearful cat hides when they break something. A stressed cat avoids you afterwards. But a happy cat, they push that glass off, watch you sigh, and know that you still love them 2 seconds later. That annoying behavior is actually a trust fall. They are testing the boundaries of your relationship, and every time you clean up the mess without yelling, without rejecting them, they learn something. This human is safe even when I am annoying. Dogs earn your love by being good. Cats earn your love by being themselves. And sometimes themselves is a tiny demolition expert. 3. They fake you out during petting. You know this scene. You are petting your cat. They're purring, eyes half closed, needing the blanket. Everything is perfect. And then, without warning, they bite you. Not hard. Just a little chomp. And then they go back to purring like nothing happened. What is wrong with your cat? Nothing. That is called petting, induced aggression. And in happy cats, it is actually a sign of overstimulation, not anger. Here is what is happening. Your cat's nervous system is getting flooded with sensation. The purring is real. The kneading is real. But after a while, all that touch becomes too much. Their body says stop, but their social brain says I don't want to leave. So they give you a tiny bite. A polite, no thank you. And then they stay because they still want to be near you. An unhappy cat would hiss and run away. A stressed cat would hide under the bed for hours. A happy cat, they bite your hand gently, then purr louder. That is not a problem. That is a cat who feels safe enough to set a boundary and stay in the room. If this is landing, hit that like button. Because the 4th one is the strangest sign of happiness yet. 4. They follow you from room to room but sit just out of reach. Your cat watches you go to the bathroom. They sit outside the door. You move to the kitchen. They follow and sit on the counter. You go to They walk in and sit on the floor 3 feet away. But they don't get in your lap. They don't ask for pets. They just hover at a distance. Most owners think this means their cat is aloof or doesn't really like them, but that is exactly backwards. In cat behavior, proximity without contact is actually a very high form of trust. Your cat wants to be near you. They choose to be in the same room. But they don't need anything from you right now. They just want to exist in your presence. That is the cat version of parallel play. Little kids do it too. They play next to each other, not with each other. It is a sign of comfort, not coldness. A nervous cat hides in another room. A stressed cat avoids you completely. A happy cat follows you everywhere, and then sits nearby, quietly keeping you company without demanding a single thing. That 3 feet of space isn't distance, it is respect, and happy cats give it freely. 5. They wake you up at 3 a.m. for absolutely nothing. This is the one that tests every cat owner's sanity. You are deeply asleep, and suddenly there is a paw on your face, or a meow in your ear, or a full-grown cat standing on your bladder. You wake up in a panic. Is something wrong? Is the house on fire? Is the cat sick? They just wanted you to know they exist. Here is the truth that most people never realize. A cat who wakes you up in the middle of the night is not being bad. They are checking on you. In the wild, cats are most active at dawn and dusk. Their ancestors slept in short bursts and woke frequently to make sure the group was safe. Your cat still has that wiring. When they wake you up at 3 a.m., part of their ancient brain is saying, "Is everyone still here? Is everyone okay?" And here is the beautiful part. A fearful cat doesn't wake you up. They hide. A stressed cat stays quiet and still. But a happy, secure cat, they know you won't hurt them for waking you. They know you'll grumble, roll over, and maybe even pet them, so they take that risk, every night, just to make sure you are still there. That 3 a.m. paw tap is annoying, but it is also a love tap. They are not trying to ruin your sleep. They are trying to protect their group, and you are their group. So here is what I want you to take away from this. Your cat is not supposed to be calm all the time. They are not supposed to be quiet, predictable, and perfectly behaved. That is not a happy cat. That is a shutdown cat. A happy cat has opinions. They knock things over. They bite your hand gently, and then purr. They sprint across the house at midnight. They wake you up just to see your face. They follow you everywhere and sit 3 feet away. That annoying, chaotic, slightly unhinged creature. That is a cat who feels safe. A cat who trusts you. A cat who knows they can be their full, weird self and you will still feed them in the morning. That is not a problem. That is the whole point for people with shy cats. Scared cats, cats who hide and never knock anything over. That is okay too. Some cats take longer, and that silence, that stillness, is not failure. It is healing. It just takes time. But for the ones who are already comfortable enough to be annoying, congratulations. You have a happy cat. Comment below. What is the weirdest, most annoying, most unhinged thing your happy cat does? I read everyone. Subscribe. If you love your cat exactly as chaotic as they are, and tonight, when your cat wakes you up or knocks something over, or bites your hand mid-pet, don't sigh, don't push them away. Just remember, they're not being bad, they're being happy, and you are the reason they feel safe enough to be this ridiculous. That is not a burden. That is genuinely the highest compliment a cat can give.